He faces 10 counts of involuntary manslaughter after 10 of his patients died from overdoses.
But his attorney says all charges against Dr. Daniel Baldi should be dropped. KCCI's Laura Nichols explains why.
Dr. Baldi's defense attorney says he did nothing wrong and the case has been flawed from the start. But state prosecutors say Dr. Baldi was notorious for handing out painkillers.
The simple fact that patients have died is proof of nothing.
Dr. Daniel Baldi listened intently as his attorney told a judge why all 10 charges against the pain specialist should be dropped.
The evidence shows no connection between Dr. Baldi's doctoring and the passing of these persons.
Several of Dr. Baldi's supporters sat in the courtroom, along with family members of some of the patients that died of an overdose.
There are several family members of several patients who contacted the defendant's office complaining about the patients being passed out, the patients being incoherent, the patients being unable to do any activities.
State prosecutors say all these concerns fell on deaf ears, and Dr. Baldi continued to over-medicate people that had serious addiction problems.
But among the pharmacists and among the people on the street, his reputation is the candy man, because they knew they could get whatever they wanted from him.
They make scurrilous allegations against Dr. Baldi. It's a desperate attempt to save a flawed and defective case from dismissal, and the claim is flatly false. Flatly false.
Baldi's defense team says 4 of the 10 patients didn't have medications in their body that he prescribed, and the other 6 deaths, they say, didn't show any direct connection to what Dr. Baldi prescribed them. Former Slipknot band member Paul Gray is one of those patients.
Mr. Gray's death is the result of unfortunate misuse of street drugs, and Dr. Baldi cannot be held criminally responsible for this man's own actions.
Several of his band members say that all he had to do anytime he was on the road was call the defendant week after week after week to get whatever prescription he wanted to.
Now, state prosecutors have filed a resist to the petition that all charges be dropped. Ultimately, Judge Brandt will be the one that makes a decision, and that could take up to a month.
And I understand we're also now hearing for the first time about an alleged unprofessional relationship Dr. Baldi had with one of his patients who then overdosed.
Yes, that was brought up today. We hadn't heard of that before. Basically, prosecutors say that the woman's family claims he not only had a unprofessional relationship with her, but he also gave her pills on the side. Now, his defense attorney says that's absolutely false. There's no evidence to support it.
Okay. Laura, thank you.